So what's good, homies? It's your man, Dr. BOA. You know, a lot of times men say silly things like, men can't cheat. But see, here's the problem. Yes, hell, you can. If you tell a woman that it's just you and her, and you don't have any other women, but you do, and she finds out you do, you have deceived and cheated on that woman. And that's just not something that a masculine man is going to do, because as a man, you live the life that you want to live. Now, a lot of times, and I've heard a lot of men say this, like men have the right to have as many women as they want. Yes, you do. But only if those women know that you have the amount of women that you want to have. See, this is about honesty. But not just being honest with the woman, being honest with yourself. You know how much of an immature man you have to be sneaking around and creeping around, living the life that you want to live in secret? You're like a kid, waiting till his parents go to sleep, waking up, going in and raiding the cookie canister. Then they wake up in the morning and say, well, who ate all the cookies? You're like, I don't know. They ain't see you. And that's the same thing you men do. You have multiple women, then when one woman finds out, say, I thought you said you didn't have nobody.
Girl, you just tripping. I don't know her. She's just making up stuff. Don't you know everybody want to break us up? Your friends just jealous of you. They just want to be where you are. They just want me. I'm telling you, I told you when they first married, they want me. You just believe them. I thought you loved me. You don't believe me.
You sound like a beta male simp man, Johnny. But somebody sent me a video on IG of this guy who was finding out that hell have no fury like a woman scorned. And the only way you as a man can scorn a woman, men and women take all kinds of things in a relationship. A woman will take a man getting lazy and not taking care of no bills and end up taking care of him, and she'll do that. A woman to have a man who just can't focus enough, man, to stay focused on his career or even keep a job. He always getting fired because he can't control himself emotionally, and he just, he want to be a boss, but he don't have to get up and go to be a boss. And she'll take care of him. A woman to have a man who can't perform in the bedroom, but you know what? He take care of everything else, and that one will make the concession to stay with him, and she'll become one of the biggest purchasers of intimate toys the world has ever seen. But the one thing that will scorn a woman is you, as a man, looking her in the face, saying, baby, I ain't got nobody but you. When there's other women blowing her phone up right now, sending her pictures of you and them together. Let's take a look at this video, man, and we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip.
Oh, you got that? Got that? Stop. Stop. Got that? I don't give a fuck. You think I care about jail? You think I give a fuck about jail? When you think you can take that and say it? I don't give a fuck about none of that. And you want to keep doing it?
Now, when you see something like this, you have to understand. You can say the woman is wrong, but we all know women are emotional beings. And we all know that once a woman gets deep into an emotional headspace, you can't expect her to think logically or think about the consequences, repercussions of anything. And I know some beta male semi Johnny gonna come in here and say,
"What did be away? There you go. Excuse and then women behavior again. Gotta be away. Excuse and then women behavior. Gotta be away." Let me tell you something. Boy, you already talk about the women supposed to be there and we're supposed to be held accountable. But then when a woman do something like this, now you talking about we're supposed to hold her accountable. Gotta be away. Let me tell you something. You don't want the woman to be held accountable when she ain't doing that. But every time she do something bad, you're like, no, don't hold the woman accountable. But let me tell you something. You make all that content for these men, but secretly you are a male feminist. Gotta be away. And I don't listen to male feminists.
okay, unsubscribe, sucker, but before you go, let me tell you this. You can call me what you want to call me, but what I am is a fair man. And I believe that in the sake of manhood and masculinity, you should really, really be willing to be open and honest with a woman about your intentions. See, a lot of you men don't understand that there's such a shortage of quality men out here that a woman will take some of these things and be okay, I can deal with that. But women just want honesty. See, a woman don't care if you have another woman. A woman cares if you play her for a fool. But the same way you care if a woman plays you for a fool. The problem with you men is you have so much disdain toward women and so much vitriol toward women that you don't even want to be fair about situations. You want to be able to do something underhanded. But then when a woman does something underhanded, you have a problem. Okay, well, here's the problem. You lead your woman by example. So if your example to her is to be a lying, conniving, cheating, deceitful snake in the grass, what is she supposed to do? She's supposed to be the same snake in the grass. Birds of a feather flock together. So the same way you can look at a group of women and say that they're the same because they hang together, guess what? If you're a low down dirty snake in the grass, then I can look at you and say your woman must be the same. And if she's not, she better go ahead and be the same because she has the right to be the same. Man, you can't be out here knowing that women are emotional beings, man. Then you just play with their emotions like this, dog them out like this. Nobody wants to be lied to and told it is what it ain't or it ain't what it is. But y'all suckers don't understand this. And that's why y'all have so many issues with women. Because you don't understand that it is your job to lead, but not just lead with your words, lead with your actions. And by the same token, you have to understand consequences and repercussions. So when you see this man car go poof, worse things than that have happened to men when they scorn women, man. You better be glad it wasn't him going poof. Could have been him rolling around on the ground down there. The bottom line is, if you notice the woman said, you keep doing it. So the man been lying and deceiving the woman almost the whole time they've been together. You cannot be a liar and think that you are a masculine man. You cannot be deceptive and think that you are a masculine man. Because any man who will lie to a woman will lie on a woman, will lie on himself, will lie to you as a man, will lie on you as a man. If this woman is being straight up with you and you not being straight up with her, she's the boss, you're the worker. We all have to keep in mind that as men, we have a responsibility to be the responsible one, to be the one who is responsible for righting the ship, being the captain of the ship. If there's an iceberg up there, then you need to trust your navigation so you can weave through that. You don't need to go all Titanic around here, man. You end up sinking yourself, sinking your whole life. Hell have no fury like a woman scorned. And every beta male simp man out here who believes that you can't live the life you want to live out of fear of losing the woman, well, just settle down with the woman. If you fear losing a woman, why in the hell are you doing things to push her away? Like, if you really sit down and you say, I don't want to lose my woman, well, have some control over yourself. Have some control over your libido. Stop acting like everything you see you got to touch. Stop acting like every piece of fruit you see you got to have a bite. Grow up. Man up. Because if this happens to you because of the reason it happened to the man, you don't get no sympathy from me, man. I don't care what happened to you. If you're out here being this low level, low quality, low class of man, it's as simple as telling a woman, you could be my number one, but you won't be my only one. But being my number one is better than being any other man's only one. But you don't even have the intestinal fortitude to keep it a buck. You don't even have the intestinal fortitude to live the life you want to live. What kind of grown-ass man don't want to live the life you want to live freely? Whatever life that is. Then you had audacity to talk about somebody else that's living a particular lifestyle, like something wrong with them living. At least they living how they living in the open. When you look around, man, and you see somebody doing anything that you wouldn't do publicly, man, they living their life in open. My thing is this: as long as you're not offending anyone, deceiving anyone, hurting anyone, live your life. But the problem is when you lying and deceiving a woman like this, guess what you're doing? You're taking advantage of the fact that this woman is at least enough into you to buy into the process of your progress and whatever you're doing. But a lot of times you men have never had any women, and when you finally get a woman, you go crazy. You don't know how to think with your mind when you're still thinking with your wood. You don't know how to function in a full-grown man capacity when you're still thinking like a little boy who just got his first chance to get with some women, and now you're going crazy. Y'all be in y'all 30s and 40s and be acting like high schoolers, man. If you're going to live that life, be honest about it. Let the woman know. You might not want to invest in me fully emotionally because you might get hurt because I'm going to have other women. At that point, the woman may say, well, okay, well, as long as I know I'm good. Now, you can't be like, okay, I'm going to have other women, but, you can't have other men. Or you got to have a woman who fits into that. Not every woman is going to go for that. But there are some women who will. There are some women who understand that you as a man may need another woman. But you got to give a woman the opportunity to let you know if she's that kind of woman. You can't just put it out there and say, well, you know men are like this, and you know men are like this. Well, why you ain't say that in the beginning? How you know she know? Especially when you said, no, baby, I don't have any other women. It's just me and you. Stop lying to women, man. Whoever told you that was cool is a beta male simp man, Johnny motherfucker. And you one too for believing it. Keep it a buck with these bras, man. If you don't owe a woman nothing else, the moment y'all two decide that y'all gonna be together in a relationship, y'all owe each other one thing. Honesty about your intentions. And if you can't give a woman that, man, leave that woman the hell alone, man. Yeah, because you're ruining it for the alpha kings like me out here. Because I meet the woman that she already ruined. Beautiful woman. Got her head on right about who she is and who she need to be. But can't trust no one. Because beta male simp man Johnny like this. They took her way down through there. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men and women have to say. I'm out.
Alpha's up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that